Hey guys, this is Caramel Rail out here in these streets giving them hell. I got some celebrity news for you guys, some celebrity relationship drama. Yeah, if y'all been following the news and y'all already know about Keyshia Cole and Antonio Brown. These two, y'all, Lord, they grinding my gears. Do you hear me? Like, y'all need to go somewhere and sat down. For real. Especially you, Keyshia. Like, please sit it down, honey. Because, like, everybody that you dating so far has been just a bunch of mess. Can we get into it, y'all? Can we get into it? Let's go ahead and get into it. First of all, those of you who already know who Antonio Brown is, he used to be a football wide receiver. Okay? He pretty much walked off the football field in the middle of a game, pissed off, walked right up on about the stadium, honey, and just quit. Like, you got a whole football contract and everything, and you walked away from that because you in your feelings, which shows you have major issues with commitment to me, honey, because I'm not walking away from no coin. Okay? Yeah. And then those of you who don't know who Keyshia Cole is, she is an R&B singer. She's had multiple hits. Love, you guys know what Love, and Last Night, and all these other Should've Cheated, and all these other songs, you know. Yeah. Yeah. Her mama is Frankie, that used to be on the show, you know, Crazy Frankie, that used to have everybody laughing. Her sister is Neffy. Like, do I need to keep going? Y'all know who Keyshia Cole is now? Okay, moving on. So Antonio Brown and Keyshia Cole pretty much were dating very, when I was emphasis on very briefly. Okay, he pretty much sunned her and played her, and then got on social media and just pretty much tried to embarrass her. I was just like, it's not that serious, you know. If it was a hit and quit type situation, y'all do what y'all do and keep it moving. Why you need to be on social media telling everybody and trying to embarrass the girl like that? Antonio, old meatball head. But yeah, he pretty much went on social media and tried to sun her, and he posted on his IG, you ain't pimping till you hit, or rather smash, an R&B diva, referring to Keyshia. Yeah, that's a little too much. You ain't pimping either, bro. Okay? Nah. You out here trying to be a rapper now. We ain't heard nothing from you. Pimp on that. Back to it. So, Keyshia was upset when she saw this post, and she pretty much said, you know, I'm big tripping, fooling with Antonio, and like, you know, I could see it now. I could pretty much see him for who he is now. You know, she went out and got a tattoo on her lower back, you guys. It said AB, his initials, Antonio Brown, on her lower back. And she was mad at him because she went this far thinking that the two of them were in like a real relationship. She was telling everybody that she was happy with him, and he just wasn't feeling her like that. He wasn't being truthful with her is in terms of his feelings, and he pretty much played her. So yeah, she went on IG and posted a IG video where she was twerking, showing off this tattoo on her back. And he turned around and posted the video twice with two different captions, just making fun of her, making her look like a fool, which I thought was just stupid. I said, girl, you put AB on your back, on your lower back. It means Antonio Brown. It should have meant adios, biatch, because you should have been leaving him alone, honey, because you already know the type of person he is. He's very immature, it seems. Like, very immature. I don't know why you fooling with somebody like that, for real. But Keyshia says whenever she saw the post, she said, this is the second time you posted this, Antonio, but with a different caption. She said, don't be mad at me no more, babe. I said I apologize, okay? Like, he didn't want her out telling people that they were like in this relationship, I guess. He wanted it on the hush hush. So he wanted it, you know, like I said, like a little smash and dash type situation, you know. And Keyshia says, I have a 12-year-old, like, that type of disrespect. For what, Antonio? She said, nothing's worth that level of disrespect, especially when you don't deserve it. She said, I had so much love and respect for you, but I guess it wasn't mutual. I guess not. I guess not. Like, what you messing with him for? You know, she said, I saw a black man that was going through the motions, and he didn't care. Obviously. Okay? Obviously, he didn't care if he came back and hit you with the 1-2 like that, girl. Yeah. She says she even regrets collabing with him on a song. You know, she's trying to help him get his little career off the ground. You know, girl, stop reaching back, trying to help these no, you know, rapping fools. You know, your last baby daddy was an up and coming rapper. Same old mess, girl. You Keyshia Cole. Like, why you reaching back with these know nothings? You know, he walked away from his little contract, child. Let it be that. Don't be trying to pull him up out the gutter and breaking him off, trying to make him relevant. Move on with your life, child. But yeah, as you know, Keyshia, she's dated and she's been with several guys in the industry. Some, you know, some of them she broke up and they were amicable. Some not so much, you know. She married Daniel Boobie Gibson back in 2011. They divorced in 2014. She produced a son with him, DJ Daniel Boobie Gibson Jr., you know. She also dated Bow Wow. I don't even know what that was about, child. I was like, what was she doing with that little thing? Bow Wow? Bow Wow, Keyshia, really? I mean, girl, if you down with that leprechaun love, hey, do what you do, honey. I couldn't be with nobody like that. Sorry, he just he got a little quaint about him, but Bow Wow, girl, he's a cornball. For real. Bow Wow's a cornball. Sorry. You know, he ain't had a hit since a hit hit him. All right? With his little self. That leprechaun love, honey, let me tell you something. I ain't gonna be holding your hand out in public so you don't run out the street. I'm not putting no high chair up when we go to the restaurant so you don't be spilling mashed potatoes all over your shirt. And I'm not about to be putting no car seat up in my car so you can see out the window when I'm driving. I'm gonna need you to grow on up. Okay? I need you to be 6 foot and above. Bow Wow. Yeah. But yeah. She also dated Birdman, y'all. Birdman. And I was just like, yeah, okay. What you doing, Birdman, too? Because he get on my damn nerves as well. Out here with all this brrr. Like, you gonna have to get on up out of here with a Birdman with all that noise. Don't be in here brrr, all in my ear. Go outside with all that. Go out there and talk to the birds. Go on out there and brrr, brrr, your tail on out that door. And go talk to the birds out there. Get out my ear with all that. Don't nobody want to hear that. Don't nobody want to hear that. She also dated Deshaun Stevens, who is also a pro basketball player. They pretty much, you know, ended things amicably. He went his way, she went hers. She moved on from him to being with Floyd Mayweather off and on, messing with him. You know, Floyd got a little coin about him, so he might have been, you know, throwing some Birkin bags and some trips and private jets her way. You know, trips on the private jet and whatnot. Because, you know, Floyd can't read, so I don't think he was writing no love poems or nothing like that to Keyshia, because Floyd can't really read that good. So, yeah. So I'm thinking he was, you know, kind of counting out a few dollars and taking a shopping. You know, woman likes shopping. You know, if you like me, I like a little shopping here and there. So throw some coins my way, honey. We good. But Tara, yeah. So then her second son, Nico Kale, she started dating him in 2020. Which she wound up having a child by him, but then he looked like a little boy, like a little immature boy as well. I'm like, when they showed him on the show, she had a little reality show, he looked like somebody that came over to play with her son. And he was an aspiring rapper too. Ain't heard nothing from him. Apparently he's supposed to be like a good dad to her son, which is great. You know, we'll give you a little applaud for that. I love somebody who taking care of their responsibility. You a good dad, honey? Yes. Do that. Take care of yours. We love that. But yeah. So while Keyshia was dating Birdman, let me double back. Birdman broke up with Keyshia because there was this big situation that happened where Keyshia popped up over at Birdman's house, child, in the middle of the night one night to go over there and go see him, not knowing he had another little tenderoni up over there. Okay. Laid up in the bed, brrr, all that in her ear. Apparently she liked hearing all that. Brrr. That, yeah, child. Anyway, so Keyshia came up over there, child, and saw this girl over there and then jumped on the girl and then beat her up. And then put paws on the girl, honey. Yeah. Then ripped the bangs out. Then A-Town stomped her. Then snatched all the edges out, tore her eyelashes off, threw them in the hallway. Then threw a shoe over the balcony. Then threw a little robe, little bathrobe, honey, in the toilet probably. You know, when you be mad, you be on 1,000, just doing crazy stuff. Like one eyelash over there and one over there. Yeah. So this girl, honey, which her name is Sabrina Mercedale, honey, she called the Popos, honey, and pressed charges on Keyshia, which they had to go to court. And Keyshia wound up losing that case to where they had to, she had to kick out some coins behind that, honey. She had to get them lashes fixed on old Sabrina. She had to go get that shoe from over the balcony, you know. She had to get them bangs sewed back up in there. Because Sabrina wasn't playing with her. Sabrina was like, honey, you put your hands on me, and the Popo's gonna be rolling up to your house. Momentarily, honey. Yeah. That's what it is. So, what y'all think about that situation, y'all, with Keyshia and old AB? They still going back and forth. Still going back and forth on social media, back and forth, exchanging words. I'm just like, look, if you don't see it for me no more, then keep it moving. You ain't got to keep saying stuff. You ain't got to keep going on social media trying to address me, because at this point you blocked and I ain't thinking about you. You are a non-mother freaking factor at this point when it comes to Sherelle, when it comes to me. Caramel Rail, honey. Keep it moving. Keep it moving. So next, guys, we got somebody else that is in the news. This person, honey, y'all already know she is just like very flamboyant, very loud, very matter of fact and in your face, like this right here, honey. Miss Tamar Braxton. If y'all don't know who she is, honey, she's one of the sisters of Toni Braxton, the Braxtons. She's the youngest sister, as a matter of fact, of Toni Braxton. She's been on Braxton Family Values, their reality show. Yeah, her and old David Adefesso, who she used to date, who she, you know, broke up with because they had some situations, child, that was just beyond crazy, where the Popos had to also be involved. Yeah, they had a tumultuous breakup back in 2020, and Tamar started dating him very shortly after she and Vince separated. Tamar moved out of that beautiful, luxurious house that she and Vince shared, honey, in the Hollywood Hills, and moved out and got her own apartment. And very shortly after that, she started dating David. And this guy, he's Nigerian, African, or something like that. He's a businessman. He got a little coin about him as well. But if you guys watch Tamar's reality show, I think it was called Get Your Life. If you saw him on there, he's very, very bossy, very, very protective, very, very matter of fact as well. Like he didn't want Vince to come around so much. And Tamar shares a son with Vince, their son Logan. And he was telling Tamar on the show, if Vince is coming over to pick up Logan, he can't come in the house. He has to stay outside, because another man should not be coming into another man's home. I'm like, this is his son. He's just coming over to pick up his son. So what is so wrong with that? Like, you tripping, David. You tripping. Like, you need to go sit down, bro. Let that man come pick up his son. Like, why are you tripping like that? You that insecure? Boy, go have a Coke and a smile somewhere. Sit it down, David. But just most recently, like I said, he and Tamar broke up back in 2020. Tamar on Mother's Day was posting some stuff on there, on her IG on Mother's Day. And David comes in the comment, and he's, you know, like kind of sending her little messages, like, you know, trying to make her blush and whatnot. Oh, happy Mother's Day, Tamar. Oh, you know, you're still my best friend, blah, blah, blah. And she just kind of, I guess, you know, started reminiscing, and she kind of got a little reaction out of that. And the sister Trina Braxton, honey, was just like, oh, no, you ain't, Tamar. Like, you don't know, you don't. No, you don't be trying to be going back to no David, honey, after everything he put you through. You know, no, ma'am. And she said, David is not for you, Tamar. No, ma'am. And Tamar responded with the whole, you know, I welcome whatever the Lord has. But honey, I don't think the Lord wants you coming back to no situation where the police had to be involved, where you damn near went to jail. Okay, you already talking about you having some issues, where you got to go to therapy and all that behind all this situation. You know, child. But David wrote in the comments, and let me read what he wrote, child, because this is some little cheesy mess where he trying to worm his way back in. And ain't nobody checking for him like that. Like, go sit down, son. This is what he had to say. Thank you for teaching me how to love. And through all life's challenges, growing together to become best friends. I don't know if you call the popos on me. We kind of not best friends, but okay, we'll go with that, you know. And that just, I guess that just warmed Tamar's heart up, child, to where she was just like, ooh, child, like, let me get on back with him. But my thing is this. The two of them accused each other during the time that they were together of abuse. Okay? I was just like, y'all need to leave each other alone. If you're going through all this, child, y'all need to leave each other alone. They dated for 2 years, okay, after she separated with Vince. All right. Tamar was going through therapy. As you can see on her show, she was doing some type of therapy on there as well, because allegedly everything that she went through with Vince caused her to need some therapy. My thing is, finish your therapy and then date, because you're leaving one toxic situation and jumping into another, and you're trying to raise your son. So at some point, you gotta have some boundaries there. Maybe you want to wait to date. I might get that on a t-shirt. Wait to date. Don't it make sense? You need to wait to date. When you're going through it like that, you kind of don't need to be jumping from the frying pan into the fire, child. You know. July 2020, David found Tamar, because they both were staying in the, where were they? In the Ritz-Carlton out in LA. She was getting her house finished. He found her unresponsive in a hotel where he had to call 911 to have her rushed to the hospital. And yeah, and very shortly after that situation, the two of them had a big fight in the car. David was driving. He was in his Rolls Royce, okay? And the two had this verbal argument going on, and Tamar, of course, was, unbeknownst to David, she was recording him on her phone. He didn't know at the time that she was recording him, but they were arguing, and I don't know what he said to her. Maybe he said, that's why you can't sing. That's why your runs don't be right when you be singing, Tamar. And you know how extra she is, honey. Said that she reached over there, honey, and done chopped him in the neck. Now, I don't know about you, honey, but when I'm driving, honey, don't be reaching over here, especially done chopped me in the neck. Done chopped him in the neck and caused him to wreck his Rolls Royce, honey, causing $30,000 in damages to his car. So you know he was pissed. When he saw that bumper hanging off on the back, when he saw that scrape on the side of that Rolls Royce, he hurried up and called 911 and pressed charges, honey. He sure did, honey. And he said that he was the victim of a domestic abuse from Tamar after that situation. And I was just like, honey, I guess you was, if you was chopped in the neck like that, you know. I don't know what you said to her. I don't know what you said. Now you need to go home and get some of that biofreeze and rub on your neck and go lay down in the bed and reflect on not saying what you said no more to get you chopped in the neck. Now, don't nobody get me wrong. I don't condone no domestic violence situation or any type of violence as it, you know, pertains to anybody. But you gotta learn to watch your mouth out here, because you don't know if the person's already in therapy, they're already on the edge, and you know, you done said some crazy mess and you done wound up get chopped in the neck. You know, that's your fault. That's your fault. You done got chopped up in the neck. You shouldn't be talking crazy to folk. You know, you shouldn't be talking crazy to folk. Now you done got chopped up. Now you don't want nothing to do with nothing that's got something to do with chop. You don't even want to eat no chop suey, because that's too much of a reminder and you get chopped up in the neck. David, is your neck all right, David? You might need to go get a good massage so they can release that tension up in your neck. Get all that chopology up out your neck. That chopitis. You got that chopitis up in your neck. Go get that up out of there. Yeah. Gotta be watching your mouth out here in these streets, child. But I don't think they need to be getting back together after that situation. You know, you out here chopping folk and y'all arguing, and you done wreck the Rolls Royce with $30,000 of damages. Like, nah, I'm gonna need you to go ahead and call Nationwide and see if they still on your side, so you can go and get your check and get your Rolls Royce fixed, honey, and be on about your way. Okay? Be on about your way. Don't be out here trying to call me talking about let's get back together, because we are done. I'm done with you. I don't want you no more. Okay? I don't want you. I don't want y'all. Going to get that check from Nationwide. And yeah. But he went, let me tell y'all, Following that incident, he went to the police station, y'all, and filed a police report and a restraining order against Tamar, y'all, for domestic abuse assault. And there was a restraining order to where she couldn't contact him. She couldn't, she couldn't have nothing to do with him at all. And a few weeks after that, he was spotted on a yacht with some friends and a new boo. I'm like, wow, you moved on real quick then, you old David. Out there with your neck, old chopped up neck with a new chick. That's probably what got you chopped. She probably knew that you was out here cheating or something. I don't know. Allegedly. She probably knew you was out here in these streets with somebody else and then chopped you up in there for talking crazy. And it was said too that Tamar, she recorded him saying some crazy stuff and then sent the video out to their friends and to his mama. Like, let me send your mama this so she can see how you talking up in here, David. Don't be sending my mama nothing. If we arguing, like if you're in an argument, there are no rules when we argue. I'm gonna say whatever comes to my mind. Yes, it's gonna cut you all the way to the core. Receive this cut, David. Next time, learn to watch your mouth. That's how I'm feeling right now. That's how I'm feeling. That's how you got chopped. And you're going to have another chop. Trying to get back in a relationship with me talking crazy. Because I keep a chop on me. Yeah. That's how I'm feeling about that. How y'all feel about that? I don't think a person, if you go through a domestic violence type situation, I don't think you need to be trying to get back together, period. I just don't. I think you need to move on, focus on your life. Like, there's so many other people that you can be out here dating. There's so many people in the industry that got it going on, and they ain't all about that violence and fighting and mess. Ain't nobody got time for that. Ain't nobody got time to be going to jail. Ain't nobody got time to be wearing no orange jumpsuits and eating no bologna sandwiches. I don't even eat bologna. So, I'm trying to be on the calm down. Ain't nobody trying to be doing all that. Tamar and David and Keyshia Cole and Antonio Brown. What y'all think about this, y'all? What y'all think about this news? I think they both need to just move on because it's so exhausting. It's so exhausting, y'all. Ain't nobody got time to be out here fighting in these streets like the two of them. It's embarrassing enough. You got kids. Like, focus on raising your kids. The both of y'all need to be in therapy, honey, and not trying to be doubling back to no craziness. Keyshia, you need to stop trying to date for a while and just focus on having some therapy and raising your sons. And getting over whatever it is that keeps causing you to choose these crazy men that ain't about nothing. Looks like Antonio is like a clown out here in these streets, honey. Let it go. And for Tamar, don't even try to double back and be with David because it ain't gonna work. It just ain't gonna work. Yes, I said ain't. If you done had to chop this man, child, let it go. Because it ain't gonna work. What y'all think, y'all? Go down in the comments. Go ahead and hit that like button. Subscribe to this channel so you can get more videos and updates as they come. Yeah. Thank you guys so much for tuning in to the Caramel Rel Show. This is Caramel Rel. Thank you guys. Bye.